How are you? For those of you who don't know, at the beginning of this year, I made several commitments. I haven't been doing all of them. Yeah. One of them was to read a book every month. I've read 4, I think, and it's July. So, yeah, I'm a little bit behind. Not bad, because I am a very fast reader. The problem is the commitment to just sit down and read a book. I'm really guilty. I'm really struggling. One of those books was a required reading for work, so I got paid to read, and I've still only read 4 books. But I keep thinking, surely there's something that's going to get me into reading new books. I'm holding one of the books that I did read. This is one of the books I read. I saw it on YouTube, recommended in my shorts. I like mermaids. I picked it up. It has a part 2 and I didn't know. So I would say that I liked the writing, which is pretty good because most of the time I don't like the writing in a lot of like young adult fiction nowadays. It just feels very like niche or very, I don't know. It feels like you're trying really hard when you're reading books. There's a book, I have an example of that, but I can't find it at the moment. But this one was good. It just has a second part that I didn't know about. So I'm waiting for the second book. Long story short, I have this book as an example because I've been watching Crochet by Chris. Immaculate example of ADHD. She cracks me up. She reminds me of my husband. It's beautiful. I love her. All love. And she's been making, bear with me, my dear audience, bookmarks in the shape of underwear. So it goes on, at least I think, I don't know, I haven't really seen the bookmark in action, to be honest, but it goes like here. Actually, I don't know how it goes. No, yeah, it does. Okay, so it's kind of like underwear. They're called book thongs, okay? Then you put it inside the book, and you got a cheeky little bookmark, all right? I think they're hilarious. I think they're so stinking funny. I have never seen something that, like, cheeky, but also cute. So we're gonna make me a book thong. If that doesn't interest you, I'm sorry. You can go to the next video. It's okay. We'll be back here again next week. But I'm gonna make one. I don't know if Crochet by Chris actually has a tutorial or if she just like freestyled it. So we might be doing some frogging. We'll see. I'm gonna show you the yarn that I'm gonna be using though. So this is leftover yarn from a baby blanket. It's really bright, pink, fun, and soft. And she also mentioned not to use cotton, so we're not using cotton. And then for the border, because of course, they've got cute little frilly little borders, you know, we're gonna be using this white fuzzy yarn. That's the hope, that's the dream. And then when it's done, I'll try to show you the example. I'll put it on my book and try to show an example, okay? Life is just full of funny little things that you can make, and this is just something I want to make. Will it make me read more? Maybe not. Probably not. I'll probably finish this year only having read 5 books or something. But I want to get back on track, okay? I want to do better. And maybe a book thong will make me do better. I don't know. Can't hurt, right? I'm not buying new yarn to make it. Me trying to like justify, you know. Anyway. All right, well, I'm going to get to work. Bye. Okay, hi. You're a bit cockeyed, but you're gonna have to be fine with that, okay? So I couldn't find an actual pattern. Maybe Crochet by Chris has a pattern linked in her videos, but she does it on her website. And I Googled, like YouTubed it, and I couldn't find a YouTube video that showed as cute as hers. So I just kind of looked at her website pictures, and that's what I'm basing it off of. So here we are so far. This is one little band. It is acrylic yarn, so it's stretchy. and I did 60 chains. So I think based on the pictures, I'm gonna do like maybe 1, maybe 2 more rows, and then we will break off to make the middle part. This is just the band. Also, I switched books because why am I making a bookmark that is custom fit to a book that I've already read? So this is the next book. I know, I should want to read this, right? And I just haven't. So we're making a bookmark to want to read it more. Okay, so we have made the band and divided. For the record, this is a smaller book. I have chained 60, and then I have separated and have 14 on the ends, so 7 on each side, 7 on each side, and then I'm just going to slowly go down one side, make the little V, do a tiny little middle strip just so that if I have like a pretty thick book, I can fit more pages in there, and then expand back up and connect it to the back. That's the plan. We'll see if that actually works, but that's the plan. Here's our progress so far. This has been going so fast. Ta-da! Do you see the vision? Do you see the vision? So I'll do a little bit in the middle, and then we'll start increasing. And the way I've been decreasing is at the end of every single row, I slip stitch the last stitch in the row. I chain 1, and then when I turn my work back around, instead of going into the slip stitch, I skip the slip stitch and I go into the next full stitch. And I do that every single time I get to the end. And I stopped at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I got down to 5. So I'm going to chain 5 or not chain 5. I'm going to stitch 5 for a little bit, and then I will try to expand and come back up, and then put some fuzzy white yarn on the edges, and then maybe do like a little bow or something in the middle. I don't know. I haven't decided what I want my centerpiece to be, but she's cute. All right, so here's our little update. I did stitch the inside together, so when I sewed it, I just like slip stitched the 2 pieces together. I know you can do like the mattress stitch and whatever. I think this is fine. Like I think it'll be okay. But now I get to put a little border on it. And maybe a little bow. So, what you're supposed to do is, let's say, oh, I'm so far along in this little book, but I must go. So I finished on this page, and then you have your little bookmark. My husband says that this is a little raunchy for me, but I've been seeing them everywhere and I think they're so funny. Is that not funny? I don't know. You tell me. Is it funny? I think it's funny. I was trying to figure out the little bow. I ended up, it's literally just a piece of string, but I think I'm going to take like a little bit of glue and just like glue the middle part of the knot and maybe glue the very ends of the string, because if you know anything about this fuzzy Chanel string, it's that it sheds, and I don't want the ends to get all, I mean, it's just for me, it's not like I'm selling this or anything, so it'll be okay, but I I want it to hold my book up and I don't want it to get white fuzz everywhere. So I'm thinking of putting a little bit of glue at the bottoms, like some fabric glue. I need to see if I have fabric glue. The fun thing about having a craft room is sometimes you have a bunch of crafting supplies you don't know you have, and it's here somewhere. But anyway, that was just my little excursion of the evening. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely think it's very funny, and I hope that it inspires me to read more. Because it's funny. Anyway.